Okay, now we've got those lights fitted into our family room. If you want to, you can go and put lights in all the rooms if you want to. If you're interested in playing around with that, I suggest if you are running a bit late with time that you might not worry about that. Okay, so we're going to now do a bit of rendering. So I'm going to come around and pick our view render. Just do it in Revit at this stage. Leave it on medium setting. I'm going to change the to interior sun artificial, and I'm just going to play around with where I have the light coming from. So I might just put it on top left, so it's coming in through the left hand side of the image, and that will make it come through that window over the kitchen. So let's OK that, and I'm going to start the render up. I will pause until the render is finished, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, you can see here that we've got a render that's come out. It's pretty sunny. It looks like we're getting a lot of sun in through that big back window. If you look down in the corridor here, it looks much better. So there's certainly some things that I need to play around with there to be able to fix that up. But I'm going to leave that up to you. Remember, we're looking to get a couple of different views, and I'm going to ask for the assessment that you will actually collect any settings that you have. So remember, you can, if you have, going in and selecting sun, for example, we might just do still there. Let's see what happens when you can change these around to anywhere you want, any time of day, any location. So you might want to play around with that as well. But what we're looking for is to get that nice crisp look to the inside of the house, and I can probably, if I just pause 1 minute, just show you a couple that I've done of another house that look quite good. So just cancel that and I'll pause and just get that view up. Okay, here's one using the same types of lights here, and I've got some outside light coming in. You can see the reflections from the outside windows across here. Just going back to have a look at another view of it there, you can see that's looking quite nice and quite realistic. I think these were only done in Revit, not in Revit Cloud, where you'll get a much better result as well. So have a play around with those, see how you go with it. I don't think I've got any more here. There's just an external house there, and that's one of the ones that we're drawing now. So you can see that you can get some very good results with the settings if you need to play around with them. So I'm going to let you experiment with that, remembering that the assessment is about creating some of these images and saving the settings you have. So what I suggest you do, and I'll just come back to our Revit. Let me just close all those off. Okay, what I suggest you do every time you do a render, make sure you save the boxes that are coming up. So save that box, screen dump it, or if you've got some sort of capture program like Snagit, there's quite a number of free ones around you can use. Capture that. Even when you open that up and you do those settings, capture that box there, and then you can put those into a Word document with the actual image, and that's what the assessment will be. Remember, you can save these to the project. But also if you're wanting to keep a particular one, and I'm quite happy to see some of your bad mistakes in assessment too, so don't be afraid to put in something like this and say, well, these are the settings that doesn't work, and you can actually annotate that a little bit to say why it didn't work. Okay, so the more experimenting I see about how you're using the light settings, the better, and the more marks you're going to get in that particular assessment task. So please make sure you do capture everything, even if it's bad. Then you've got it there. It takes 5 minutes just to capture that box. I can't do it in there because I'm using the program myself, but I'm sure you can find something to capture that. So have a play around with it, and then have a look at the assessment tasks so you know exactly what's going to be required. And remember that you can also go and use the cloud to produce these in the render in the cloud, and it will come up in your gallery. Just to remember, if you like the image, you can export it. I suggest you export it as either a TIFF or a PNG file, and save that somewhere in your Revit folder. Okay, so good luck with it, and that will be the last video of the series at this stage. Okay.